Am I allowed to swear? Or, well, the haters. Hi, I'm Cam, currently the head chef at Amaru in Armadale. Today I'm sitting down with our mates at Scoopy Friends to chat about my journey so far. Maybe we'll even have a bingsu. Oh, it's just been a very long journey, which I'm still on. At the moment, I have a current style, but that's definitely not to say that this is forever. You know, as you keep going, seeing all kinds of different philosophies, getting exposed to lots of amazing people and just improving and getting better as we go along. Through many hardships and challenges, you always keep learning. When I was a lot younger, I was very lucky to be surrounded by such amazing individuals who took me under their wing, kind of learning not just about cooking, you're learning about how to manage, how to communicate, how to work with suppliers, how to think creatively. Trying to be an all-rounder is one of those things that I'm still working on it. Am I allowed to swear? Or, well, fuck the haters. As long as you're happy and you're happy to work hard, you can be successful in anything, whether it's hospitality, whether it's cooking. As long as you try your best all the time and you're dedicated to your craft, you're gonna be great. You have these influences, could be your parents, could be your family, your friends, or like, no, this is the path that you should go down. I was born in Malaysia. From a cultural point of view, this was risky. You gotta choose your path, stick by your guns and go for it. I think it's really hard to narrow it down. Being brought up by my mom, I very much admire her tenacity, her perseverance through all of the hardships in life. Learning and being influenced by someone like that has really taught me a lot. Working in a place like Attica for about 5 years, learning from Chef Ben has been great. He's been on the forefront of making sure everyone is finding a good work-life balance. You know, working with Clinton, who is chef and business owner, seeing how a restaurant runs, been very eye-opening. Seeing all of the facets of a small business, which in the future is something that I want to have. One thing that really stuck with me over the years, when I first started at Attica, I was about 18 when I heard this. We used to do these things called staff speeches, and sometimes Ben would speak about something. And he had an analogy about success. And he said, success is 70% hard work, 20% support, and 10% timing. Especially in a restaurant, it's not possible to do it all by yourself. You have to have a great team behind you. For me, that has been a piece of advice that has really stuck with me for a very long time. The kitchen is super multicultural, especially a place like Attica, where you're getting people from all over the world who want to come and work with Ben. There's no space for racism in the kitchen. In other ways, they'll have people at the beach when you go foraging, and they've said, go back where you came from, pick that where you're from. It's very confronting. When I had these experiences, Chef Ben was so distraught and upset that this had happened. He sat me down and was like, please don't let this destroy your view of the world. You know, not everyone is like this. And I guess it touched me that someone else was more in pain about this than I was, and it was nice. Food is not just the source of nutrition and sustenance. I like that there is an idea, a little philosophy, some concepts behind it. You're eating a person's expression of whatever they're thinking or what they're feeling. Everyone's got a different story that they're trying to express. Fine dining, to me, is like an embodiment of really organized chaos. Kitchens are always going to be chaotic. There's fires going everywhere, knives being thrown, frying pans going off. But in a well-run kitchen, it's very organized, very structured. It's like theater, you know? I just love it. I am very competitive, not just with other people, but with myself. I'm very goal-driven, striving to learn more every single day. Trying your best is always number one. Not trying is not really an option. This was the grand vision. We are still sticking to a plan. Prior to COVID, I was aiming to go to New York and live there, work in Momofuku Cove. Already started planning, but then of course when COVID hit, had to learn to be fluid with plan to be at work one day and then go into a snap lockdown at 7 p.m. The plan changed a lot. Instead of going to Momofuku, I stayed around in Melbourne, helped out at Attica, trying to make the best of a very grim situation. Then I found myself back at Amaru, where I took on a role more earlier than I expected, but now being there and doing it every day, I'm having a really good time, learning a lot, trying to be better every day. The goal is 100% still the same. Definitely want to own my own restaurant. The vision was, small, intimate restaurant, 30, 40 seats. And being at a place like Amaru, from a business standpoint, you know how it works. The goal is now a little bit more set in stone that, yeah, this is exactly what I want. That way you can kind of really take your time and look after the individual. Having a small kitchen team, everyone is a lot more accountable. You can see everything. I like details. I like everything to be, I used to be terrible. I used to take everything so personally. But as you go on, you start to realize that you can never really please everyone. You can have a dish that you think is incredible and amazing, and 99% of people are gonna eat it and think, wow, this is delicious, this is amazing. But you're still gonna get that one person every now and then who just doesn't have a good time. Everything is subjective. What I find to be delicious and amazing, some people might find too salty, this is too sweet. You make your recipe to your own spec, and hopefully we send out a good product. Back in the day, I was working a lot more hours. I didn't really know how to balance that stress. The last couple of years, I feel like I've definitely gotten better at managing my lifestyle. Having other hobbies and interests really balances your mind. For me, I do a lot of physical activity. I love to go rock climbing. I love to play tennis. Having friends outside of hospitality has been amazing. So having these things where you don't actually think about work at all has just been so great. Well, I would very much like to improve my leadership skills. When you have to lead a team, it's always a daily challenge to motivate people and to find what certain people need. Also, my bookkeeping skills, definitely very important in running a business. Kobe Bryant is no longer living. That would have been amazing. But I guess living Phil Jackson, who used to be the coach of the Chicago Bulls and of Kobe. Running a kitchen, there's a lot of things that you can draw on from team sport. Being in a managerial position is almost like being a coach. Your prep day is like training, and service is game time, and everyone has to be head down doing their thing in order to come out on top. He's able to bring out the best in every individual. So I would love to sit down for dinner and pick his mind. I would like to go to mainland Spain. Every little town in Spain, everyone has their specialities. A dish like paella, absolutely delicious, but everyone makes it differently with just what's available around them. Whether you have a town that's close to the ocean or you have a town that's more inland, everyone works with something that's more available. From a more fine dining point of view, Spain's always been one of these countries that's really on the forefront of gastronomic excellence. All of these great minds who are doing such weird and wonderful things. So I'd love to see what's the next new thing. Absolutely. If we can make a ice cream out of brioche, why can't we have pineapple on pizza? Why are there rules? Who cares? I love the Hawaiian pizza every now and then. Sometimes you just get the craving of a bit of sweet and sour and a bit of savory. Good. It's very tasty. Yes. It's got sweet, it's got sour, and it's very good.
Alright, that's it.
Really? Wow.
Well done.
It's a wrap.